Stop, just listen to that. That sound, that rhythm, that unmistakable thump. For decades, it's been the heartbeat of an entire motorcycling culture. But let's be honest, the old-school charm often came with old-school problems: leaky gaskets, shaky rides, and an engine that loved to remind you it was vintage. Well, in 2026, Royal Enfield said, not anymore. Today, we're not just looking at a bike. We're dissecting a legend reborn. This is the Royal Enfield Classic 350 2026. And I'm going to tell you the 3 things that make it absolutely perfect for the modern rider, and one classic problem they still haven't completely fixed. If you're deciding between this and the Honda, you absolutely need to stick around for the highway performance section. Let's ride. The Classic 350 has always been about style, and this 2026 model absolutely nails it. The teardrop tank, the casquette headlight, the sprung seat, look, it's all here, and it's gorgeous. This isn't a bike that shouts. It's a bike that oozes cool, a head-turner in an age of angular plastics. The fit and finish on this new J-Series platform is phenomenal. Everything just feels solid. Now, let's talk about the heart, the 349cc J-Series engine. This is the single biggest game changer. Remember those old engines that vibrated so much your fillings would rattle out on the highway? Gone. Royal Enfield introduced a balancer shaft, and the result is a thumper that is incredibly refined, especially at low to mid RPMs. The power delivery is smooth, with its 27 Newton-meters of torque coming in early. This makes it an absolute joy in city traffic here, barely touching the gears, just smoothly thumping along. This is the first reason it's perfect: unmatched, low-speed refinement, and city manners. Out on the open road, this bike is stable thanks to the new twin downtube chassis. It cruises happily at 80 to 95 kilometers per hour, feeling planted and confident. You will notice the power tapers off as you approach triple-digit sits, a Mile-Muncher, not a sprinter. If your daily commute is high-speed highway traffic, you might find yourself wanting a little more top-end punch compared to some rivals. The second reason this bike is a winner is its modern comfort and tech. Royal Enfield listened. The seat is wider and much better padded for those long hours in the saddle. The suspension is set up perfectly for varied roads. It soaks up bumps without feeling floaty. And crucially, it has the modern safety and convenience features you need. Dual-channel ABS is standard on most variants. And you get a beautiful analog speedometer with a small, discrete digital inset for the odometer, fuel gauge, and even the Tripper navigation assist on the top models. It strikes that perfect balance: classic look, modern reliability. Finally, the third point: the ownership experience and customization. The Classic 350 is built like a tank, and the service network is massive. This is a bike you buy and keep forever. More importantly, the aftermarket for Royal Enfield is the largest in the world. From custom exhausts to saddlebags, you can truly make this bike yours. It's a blank canvas for self-expression, and that's a huge part of its appeal. Now, for that one classic problem they haven't quite fixed, and you need to know this: the curb weight. At around 195 kilograms, this is still a heavy motorcycle for its class. Maneuvering it in a tight parking spot takes a bit of muscle. It's the price you pay for that solid feel. But if you're a beginner, make sure you take a long test ride to feel that weight. So, who is this bike for? It's for the rider who values heritage, comfort, and the meditative joy of a rhythmic ride over raw speed. It's for the daily commuter who wants to escape the plastic conformity of modern transport. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 2026 isn't trying to be the fastest bike, or the lightest, or the most feature-packed. It's aiming to be the most soulful. It's a bike that makes every ride feel like a weekend trip. But the real question is, does this blend of classic charm and modern engineering beat the competition for your money? Let me know in the comments, are you riding a Classic 350, or are you considering one of its rivals? Which bike should I review next? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the review. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, so you don't miss our deep dive into the Honda H'ness CB350 next week. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll catch you on the road.